Good morning, everybody. It's December 3rd, 8:12 a.m. We are just doing our pre-market stuff. Turn off my speakers there. Got the Nasdaq up over here. Ooh, we had NFP come out this morning. NFP was no bueno for the consensus. It came in about half of what the consensus was. But unemployment number was actually pretty good. CNBC here. Jobs growth disappoints, just 210,000. I think the consensus was, oh yeah, here's 573,000. But unemployment is good. So I think that's holding up the market for now. Futures are all still up. The VIX was up here. Where's the VIX? I wonder what that's doing. VIX is down. I would suspect that's probably going to change as the day progresses. One thing is, I think unemployment's probably buoying it up right now, but also that it may signal that the economy is not so overheated and that inflation might not be as bad as once thought, and maybe the Fed isn't going to cut the economic programs that it's got going on right now and everything afloat. So that may be right now what's going on, but if we just look at the technicals, we start with the higher time frames on the Nasdaq. We're still in this bearish down channel. We're coming up. We've already broken through yesterday's high, but it's failing at that level. That was just the initial impulse on NFP coming out. You can look over at the 4-hour. We have touched the 20 SMA on the 4-hour. So it's bouncing off of that. We can also then come over to the hourly and we can see this big LVN going on the hourly that we're pinning through right here. This is the weekly volume profiles. Today's Friday, so this is definitely today. Nasdaq. So pinning through that. We can look over here on the 4-hour again on this bearish down channel that we're in. We are bouncing off the bottom of the channel, and yesterday it was a lot of this. A lot of these pins were coming down, testing the bottom of the channel, coming up, testing it, coming up. And price just didn't really want to break through it. Will it want to come up to the top of the channel, or is it going to find some resistance right here? I don't know. We could draw a trend line like this and wait for that to break, and then you'd expect it to roll over. That might be a good entry or a good signal that we're going back down. This pin bar here on this hourly, that's pretty bearish. The other bearish sign is that we've now gone negative delta on the morning, a negative 400. We were positive this morning. This looked pretty bullish, but now we've turned it to a bearish structure. So, yeah, it's I wouldn't be buying it unless it broke 16,000. My bullish sentiment might change if we broke through this and held price up here, 16,120. We started to move back into this high volume node on positive delta, but right now it's not looking so good, even though it is positive on the day. About pushing 0.25%. I'm trading the ES a little bit. I've got the ES up over. Let's change. Never wait for me to do that. I need to set that. And I go. That might be easier said than done. I might have to work on that after the stream. Anyways, the ES. Let's look at the ES. What the ES is doing. I'll drag this over here. Here's an hourly on the ES. On the S&P, same deal. We're in this bearish down structure. We're right now coming up to the top of this down channel on the ES. I would anticipate, this continuing. A way to get in on it would be, again, just the break of this trend line. It's got an area of confluence here with the 20 SMA and VWAP on the hourly, but that's looking pretty bearish. I think the only way you'd be able to buy it is if we broke. Only way that my sentiment would turn bullish is if we broke this resistance. This dotted line is a 200 SMA. If price got up, into this area, but the ES moves slower and it's a little more consistent than the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq can really. I would anticipate today on the Nasdaq a lot of fake outs both ways. Let's see what the volume is this morning. Volume's pretty high. So I think it's going to be, ATR is at 25 pre-market. So that's a very bullish sign. One thing to do over here is just draw this support line. You have to be careful with it. We can look at a 2000 tick chart on the ES. I used to trade the ES exclusively, and then I think I said yesterday I stopped trading it summer of 2020 because it was just moving so slow. It was, tiny little ranges, 5-point ranges during the day, and I just couldn't take it. So I switched over to the Nasdaq because the Nasdaq had such nice range on it in the summer, and then the volatility just sucked me in. And I haven't really looked back on the ES, except I've noticed a lot of YouTubers do this 2000 tick, and I used to trade the 2000 tick as well, and they do this little two-legged pullback on the 2000 tick. So I was just goofing around with that yesterday and had a pretty good day with it. So I've got it up on my other screen, and the ES just does such nice clean structure as compared to Nasdaq, which just kind of gets to where it wants to go pretty quick. You can chop around a little bit. On things like on this little pullback right here, you can see it. Just this trend line, a bullish candle, we break that trend line and you get the push up, and it's an easy, you know exactly where to put your stop. Your stop would be right there at 80, 85. This candle should hold that bullish candle. So I do like that structure on it. Shows you we're in a clear uptrend, positive delta. You're looking for these pullbacks. A pullback down. Well, I don't know. That'd be making a new low, but this would be a nice one to get in on. We took a nice one yesterday on the open when price really shot up. Here would be another stuck on. Well, they do the two-legged, so you got to count the two legs, right? It's one leg. It's an A, B, C, D pattern, and then that's complete. This would be the two-legged pullback right there. This one, you got one leg, two, boom, boom. This would be a double pullback. So an A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, right? So 1, 2, then another 1, 2. So, yeah. But you would just do the break of that trend line because you just get 1, 2, boom. The trend line never broke. So, and you also want to look for the bullish 2000. You want to look for a bullish candle in 2000 tick. Confirm that. Where's your entry trigger? And then the one nice thing about this is you know where to put your stop. And I think that's what kills me the most on the ES is that, on the Nasdaq is that thing can just move around so quickly that you can get, it could easily, especially on the 500 volume. It's difficult. I wonder if we just for fun, we threw up if we threw up a 2000 tick chart on this thing, how that would look compared to Off a lot of this junk. Main profile. I want order maybe VWAP. I'll keep that. Drawing tools. Take change and Bollingers. I wonder how these two would compare to one another in terms of structure. So we see this pullback. I guess that pullback would be it started at T. Oh, this is weird. Now you can see here, it's the pullback on that. So yeah, I don't know. It might be interesting just to keep that up. I don't really have a clear analysis of how that's differing, but it'd be interesting to compare those two. You can see how the tick chart on this though is slower. It does give you kind of some perspective on what's going on in the session. You can see that it's in a uptrend coming up here. I guess a break, 15,000, this trend line break and then roll down. I don't know. Anyways, so the game plan for today, I'm just kind of examining different things. Game plan for today. Well, I think I've got kind of a bearish mindset on the thing. We're gonna have to wait and see what it wants to do here. Break of this candle would probably mean it would want to roll down. But getting in up here, Delta's dropping. We'll withhold that drawdown. I think you're just gonna want to wait for a confirmation of the bearish move, and then wait for a retracement, and then sell on the break. So you expect price to, come down, really shoot down, then you get a retracement, and then sell the break of that retracement. So that's kind of my game plan for today. Apex account's going fine, just going slow and steady on it. And I'm actually going to trade the ES on my other screen today with this account as well. So let's see how today goes. Market's going to open in a few minutes. Hey, morning Cesar, morning Vernon. You should take a long at the 2-minute chart. Lily's into 20 MA. Always close. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's cool if you can find those patterns that are consistently happening, and you can recognize that, and then take advantage of it. That'd be awesome. I don't see it on my chart. Are you trading the NQ this morning, Vernon? You guys trade the NQ or also the ES? I like the ES when there's volume on it. It's such a clean structure. Just buying those pullbacks for scalps. It does look like it's about right. It's failing to make new highs on the ES. You can see how not really come on top of that channel. I'd be waiting for VWAP to break. This to break down here. And then you'd want to see the bearish structure set in. You wouldn't like the Nasdaq. I would take a short right on the break of that trend line, because I know the Nasdaq can move 10 points in a snap of a finger, 10, 20 points, 30 points sometimes really quickly when it breaks a level. But the ES moves a little bit more methodically. So, well, guys, I'm gonna let you get to your trading day. I really appreciate you tuning in and watching. You guys, long or short on this thing on the market today? You have a bias going into it? My bias is short, but that doesn't mean that's what it's gonna do. You gotta wait to see what happens. Oh, you can see on the 4-hour over here. Gotta wait for these levels to break. Hard though, because the level breaks and then there's not a lot of meat on it. That if it got through some more support down there. This looks pretty bearish how it came up, failed pretty quickly, and then came down. We got a long bias. Cool, man. I hope that, like I said, I'm going to wait and see what it wants to do and then jump in on it. But market's going to open in a couple minutes. I'm going to let you guys get to your day. I'm going to get to my day. Delta's dropping down there. Sellers are starting to come in. Best of luck to you. Yeah, man, I hope, right now, you're right. Right now it looks like a bullish structure, but I think that's gonna fail. But it might not. So I'll wait for it to fail before I take any shorts. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Good luck, and I will see you guys. I'll post a video later about the trades, any trades we took today. See ya.